The Nintendo Switch is constantly getting new releases added to its game roster, but some recent announcements are playing one of gaming's biggest trilogies onto the handheld home console. So what's going to come to the Nintendo Switch? And what other news do we have in the gaming sphere? Well, stay tuned to today's video as we are going to cover Nintendo Switch getting one of gaming's best trilogies very soon. First up, we have Nintendo Switch getting one of gaming's best trilogies very soon. Though Nintendo themselves might be shying away from announcing some big hitters for 2022, we have already have an amazing set of games making its way onto the console very soon. There was word going around just last month, during December 2021, of a new gaming trilogy that's making its way onto the Nintendo Switch. Some thought we might be getting the Hitman games, or another franchise, but it was actually another huge franchise. We now know that the Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection will be making its way onto the console with a release date of February 17th. Of course, this will be a port of the already released PS4, Xbox, and PC versions, but getting them on the portable console is amazing nonetheless. According to comicbook.com, technically a trilogy within a larger series, the Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection is the story of Ezio, which spans Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations. The former two of these games are widely considered some of the best games of their generation and the high point in the series. Meanwhile, the latter of the three games isn't as widely beloved, but it's still popular and a satisfying conclusion to Ezio's story. The synopsis for the trilogy goes as follows: live the complete saga of a legendary assassin anytime, anywhere, reads an official pitch of the game. Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection features the acclaimed single-player campaigns and all solo DLC from Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations, along with two short films, Assassin's Creed Lineage and Assassin's Creed Embers. Experience the award-winning Assassin's Creed series as you become Ezio Auditore da Firenze, the most celebrated and iconic master assassin in the franchise. Will you be picking up the release of the Ezio Collection on the Nintendo Switch when it launches on the 17th of February 2022? Let us know down in the comments section. And now on to more gaming news. Next up we have God of War's director says PlayStation developers badgered Sony to bring their games to PC. God of War finally made its way to PC this past week, and the reviews for it are amazing. They have done an amazing job porting this game over from the PlayStation 4 and 5. It looks phenomenal, but it must have taken lots of hard work. With the release of the game, an interview with Game Informer was released where they interviewed the creative director of the game. During this interview, we got some more insight into how the game was ported and the effort it took to get the ball rolling. I think it was the collective of studios all over saying that this is a really good idea. We should be looking into this, he replied. Eventually, I think it reached that tipping point when we had sent so many suggestion box suggestions that were like, I'm tired of hearing all this. Fine, we'll do this. It's a process, Borlaug added. We're still figuring out as a company and individual studios how to do this and what the process and strategy will be. This port has been in development for around 2 years now, as the game originally released back in 2018 for the PS4. Now, we're getting a sequel to this adventure with Kratos and Atreus named God of War Ragnarok. It is set to be released for both the PS4 and the PS5. Borlaug went on to say, right now we're taking it one game at a time, kind of looking at each one and determining, okay, is this the best thing? And we'll gauge how it does. Do people enjoy it? Did we do it right? Is there anything we did wrong? What can we do better in the future if we do this again? But at the end of the day, ultimately, it's Sony's decision. Are you excited for this new God of War game? Let us know down in the comments section below. And now we have Final Fantasy XIV will return to sale soon as director Yoshida chides abusive fans. If you didn't know already, Final Fantasy XIV was actually taken down from being purchased. This was because of the insane amount of traffic the MMO was getting over the past few months. You could still play the game in areas, but you could no longer purchase the game or even try out the demo. According to PCGamer.com, producer and director Naoki Yoshida has written a new blog post addressing what's going on, and explaining what the developers are doing about it. The short version is opening up a ton of new servers across the globe. Over the next year, there will be new data centers dedicated to this game, opening in Europe, Japan, North America, and Oceania, which Yoshida believes will fundamentally address the problem. Some are basically ready to go, while others are scheduled for later in the year. Advertisement. Once again, I wish to apologize for the delays to server expansion caused by the global semiconductor shortage, writes Yoshida. However, we believe this server expansion is a significant step forward in providing players the best gaming experience possible with FFXIV. Working on bolstering the servers will continue well into 2023, expending a vast amount of financial resources and manpower. But we will do our utmost to ensure this endeavor has no negative impact on your ability to play. So we would appreciate your support while you continue on your adventures. Abuse was being thrown at the team from the takedowns of purchase, and it got really bad at one point. According to the team, the abuse was very bad around the time when Endwalker was delayed due to development needing longer. If I have one request from me, it's this. Before pressing enter, I'd be happy if you can imagine the face of an unknown developer behind the screen. With all the staff have done so far working on FF14, I'm not asking for compliments because there are mistakes, but it would be helpful if people thought about how they convey their feelings. And finally we have, don't believe the hype. The NFT revolution in gaming is a downgrade. The world of NFTs has slowly been gaining ground in the gaming space, and many people aren't for it at all. There are many people who love what's going on, but many are discouraging those from advocating for these NFT games. TechRadar.com states that since making major headlines near the start of 2021, NFTs have evolved from the fad everyone expected would die off to become the latest unstoppable arm of the crypto-driven machine. NFTs are creeping into everything, with all forms of art and entertainment at risk of becoming yet another commodity. The latest casualty in what is becoming NFT big business is the video game industry. Every week, yet another big-name studio, publisher, or game storefront is incorporating NFTs into its 2022 business plan. Though it's been a recent thing happening, many companies have already introduced some forms of NFTs into video games. Most of them have received lots of backlash, like the Konami Memorial NFT collection. From what we know, those who buy these NFTs will receive a digital stamp, kind of like a certificate, stating they own the pixel art, music track, or clip. There might also be other perks, as in the case of Konami NFTs. Konami will also include your name on its website and provide owners of each NFT with content that can only be unlocked and revealed by the owner. Overall, the offerings with this type of NFT are fairly standard, and it's what we'd expect for an NFT collection, whether it's related to games or not. We have also seen this introduced into games like Ubisoft Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Though it's Ubisoft Quartz platform, players in certain regions can claim or buy NFT cosmetics called digits. Digits have been minted using the Tazos blockchain, but otherwise work just like any other cosmetic item in the game. You can utilize them to give your character a unique design, but you gain no functional benefits. NFT cosmetics are distinct from standard collectible NFTs in that each digit will only be available to buy from Ubisoft for a set period of time, before going away forever. This means that if you want that particular digit in the future, the only way you'll be able to get it is by trading with someone who already owns it. What do you think about all this NFT business? Let us know in the comments section down below. And that is the end of today's video. The gaming sphere has a lot going on. Stay tuned to keep up. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comments section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye. Today's video.